What's good everyone? Welcome to Get Cruise Ship Info and more. In today's latest cruise news update for 11 June, we're going to be discussing updates from Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean International, Celebrity Cruises, MSC Cruises and Olsen Cruise Lines. So sit back and enjoy the scenery while you get your daily dose of cruise news. But before we jump right into the video, may I request you to please hit that subscribe button and activate notifications because that helps my channel grow in a huge way. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So Carnival Cruise Line has officially announced their next wave of summer restart plans, including the first cruise from Mardi Gras and the return of additional ships in the month of August. Let's go through them. So the Mardi Gras will start operating her 7-day cruises from Port Canaveral starting on 31st of July, which is a Saturday. Carnival Magic is scheduled to return from her dry dock and home port from Port Canaveral, with cruises to the Bahamas and Caribbean that were previously scheduled for the Carnival Elation, effective the 7th of August and will run through the 7th of October. Now Carnival Magic will also operate 3 new 6-day cruises and 1 new 8-day cruise from Port Canaveral between the 11th and the 31st of August. Moving on, Carnival Sunrise is scheduled to enter service from Miami effective the 14th of August. The Carnival Panorama will enter service from Long Beach on the 21st of August, sailing her 7-day Mexican Riviera cruises. Carnival Vista and Carnival Breeze, which will be sailing out of Galveston. Carnival Horizon is scheduled to sail out of Miami. And Carnival Miracle will be sailing from Seattle to Alaska. Now, all these ships will continue their cruises through August that are part of the cruise line's restart plans as of July. As for the other ships, Carnival has extended its pause through the 31st of August 2021, and these ships are as follows. Carnival Pride, which is scheduled to set sail from Baltimore, Carnival Sunshine from Charleston, Carnival Dream from Galveston, Carnival Ecstasy from Jacksonville, Carnival Liberty from Port Canaveral, Carnival Conquest from Miami, Carnival Sensation from Mobile, Alabama, and Carnival Glory from New Orleans. The impacted guests and travel advisors are being contacted directly by the company. They will also be provided with more details directly with regards to guidelines and protocols. Carnival plans to operate these August sailings with vaccinated guests. Carnival will continue to ramp up more ships and home ports in September 2021. The company concludes by saying that the focus will remain on health and safety for their guests and crew and the communities that they serve as they look forward to delivering a fun experience to their guests as soon as possible. Moving on to Celebrity Cruises. So the Celebrity Millennium set sail from St. Martin offering a 7-day cruise. This particular cruise happened to be the first major sea cruise hosting Americans since the pandemic halted the industry last year. As most of you would be aware by now, 2 guests tested positive on this particular cruise while they were doing the required end of the cruise testing as per the COVID-19 protocols on board cruise ships. Now the 2 guests who tested positive shared a stateroom together. They are asymptomatic and currently in isolation, being monitored by the medical team on board Celebrity Cruises. Celebrity Cruises are conducting contact tracing, expediting testing for all those contacts and closely monitoring the entire situation. Now what's interesting from this for us to know is that the ship set sail on Saturday with fully vaccinated crew and guests following comprehensive protocols which align with their destination partners and exceed CDC guidelines to protect the health and safety of their guests. Now what's in it for us to remember from this is that the so-called breakthroughs COVID-19 cases in which people get infected after getting vaccinated result in milder COVID-19 illnesses than in unvaccinated people. A US Centers of Disease Control and Prevention study, which was published this week, talks about this. Moving on to Royal Caribbean International. The cruise port of Antigua has reported technical calls by 2 Royal Caribbean ships, the Enchantment of the Seas and the Rhapsody of the Seas, which happened yesterday, the 10th of June. Now, the 2 Royal Caribbean ships are on their way to dry dock and wet dock locations for general inspections and maintenance. As with the other recent technical calls, there were no guests on board the ship, and the crew who were on board remained on the ship. Donna Regis, who happens to be the general manager of the cruise port of Antigua, explained that this recent increase in technical calls by RCL ships has a lot to do with cruising, which is officially resumed in the region, and they're expecting more technical calls to the port of Antigua. What's interesting to know that the location is pretty strategic, as it has a good proximity with the US Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, and also has close proximity with key maritime lanes that are traversed regularly by cruise lines and cargo vessels. So things like taking on provisions in Antigua is fairly straightforward and easy for most of the cruise lines. The Vision of the Seas and the Grandeur of the Seas will also visit Antigua cruise port for technical layups in the next few months. Each ship will remain in port for intervals of 30 days from the 1st of July 2021. The cruise port of Antigua normally receives 800,000 passengers in a year. The port will be redeveloped under the Antigua Cruise Port Development Project through a 30-year lease agreement between the government of Antigua and Barbuda and the Global Ports Holding. The newest pier constructed at the port, which was completed last year in November, can accommodate Oasis-class ships, making it possible for the destination to serve as many as 1 million cruise guests per year. The new port will also have new retail and food and beverage facilities, plus an additional 50,000 square feet of commercial space to be leased to Antiguans and Barbudans. Moving on to Fred Olsen Cruise Lines. Fred Olsen Cruise Lines has unveiled 60 new sailings aboard new ships, the Bolette and the Borealis, departing in early 2022. The new cruises include a 34-night sailing to the Caribbean and a 15-night Mediterranean discovery, as well as sailings closer to home with a 5-night scenic Ireland sailing and 2-night no-port short break. They've also included scenic sailings to the Norwegian Folds, opportunities to witness the Northern Lights, and voyages to the Canary Islands or Iceland, to name a few. Now, the durations for these sailings from Fred Olsen Cruise Lines range from 2 to 38 nights, with departures available from Southampton and Liverpool. Guests can also choose between a free all-inclusive drinks package or up to £250 per person on board. Now, the highlights of the new 2022 program include 34-night cruise around the Caribbean and the Americas on the Borealis, and the 14-night cruise around Norway for the Northern Lights viewings, and a 19-night cruise visits to Spain, Malta, Croatia, Italy, and Portugal, and a 5-night voyage around the island of Ireland. The MSC Group has announced the company's entry into the luxury cruise market with the launch of a new brand, Explora Journeys. Built by FinCountry, the first of 4 luxury ships will set sail in 2023, with the remaining ships ready in 2024, 2025 and 2026. All ships will have the highest level of service and amenities, and will utilize the latest technology to provide journeys of discovery through destinations on and off the beaten path. This is what Pier Francesco Vago, the executive chairman of MSC Group's cruise business and broader passenger division, had to share. Building a luxury brand that will redefine the cruise experience and create a category of its own has been a long-held vision of mine and my family. Inspired by our personal travel wishes, Explora Journeys will be an ocean escape like no other, allowing the guests to relax, make memories, and cherish the time at sea with their loved ones. After all, time is the ultimate luxury. Designed in partnership with super yacht and luxury hospitality designers, the innovative ship will blend Swiss precision with modern European craftsmanship. With a total of 461 oceanfront suites and residencies, guests will enjoy striking views at sea and in port from their floor-to-ceiling windows and personal private terrace. Suites will start at 35 square meters, which is among the most spacious for the category in the industry. 14 decks will provide ample indoor public space, maximizing guest choice and seclusion, while outdoor decks will offer more than 2,500 square meters overlooking the sea, with 64 private cabanas across 3 outdoor pools. A 4th pool with a retractable glass roof will allow swimming and poolside relaxation in any weather. Combined with various indoor and outdoor whirlpool baths on the ship's promenade deck, the ship was designed with water as a focal point to put guests in an ocean state of mind. The guest-to-crew ratio of 1.25 to 1 will ensure anticipatory service at every turn, while flexible dining times at 9 distinct restaurants will provide unrivaled variety at sea. And with that, we conclude our latest cruise news updates for 11 June. If you enjoyed watching this video, please drop your comments down below and share what you feel. In addition to that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you stay updated whenever I drop my next latest cruise news update. And last but not the least, a thumbs up for my video will really be appreciated. Thank you very much. You guys take care and stay safe.